Hey guys, Matt DeWitt from MWD Adventures here. We are in Pancake Bay right now. We're on a 12-day trip around Lake Huron. Been having an absolute blast in Canada. And one of the things I want to talk to you about is a really cool gear company that I love their products. Fell in love with their products a while back. It's Blue Ridge Overland Gear, and they make some high quality stuff, USA made, small little factory in Virginia. We thought we would take the camera off the tripod and I'll kind of walk around and show you my obsession and real life how I use their gear. It's not just sitting on a tabletop, hey, this is a cool bag, look at this. I'm actually going to show you how I use this stuff. So I've got the medical kit. This is my more advanced kit. This is called the medium bag. I've had this for probably 2 years now. Bought some labels for it, Velcro on the front, trauma shears, always use a utility knife. Carry gloves. I am a licensed EMT, so I carry probably a little more than the average person does. Inside, it's laid out really nicely to zippered pockets. Each of these pouches can be removed. Take advantage of that by having stuff stacked under it. Okay, so it's easier to access in an emergency. So this whole pack here lives in the back of my truck. I have a carabiner hooked on here. So I put the carabiner and I lash it right here to my truck. That way it doesn't go anywhere and it lives there 24/7. I don't change the location at all. Even when we pull the camping stuff out, you can see we are loaded here for a full trip. And I don't change all this. Most of the stuff will come out. Some of it will live in here all camping season, but the bag always stays here. So
what else do you have up here in this corner?
moving from the medium first aid kit, I bought their glove holder, so you can take any box of gloves you can find on Amazon and it'll fit in their glove holder. I haven't had an issue with that yet with a box that hasn't fit. There's a box of 50 in there. Not only can you use that for the trauma emergency, first aid, that kind of thing, but if you're dealing with like a portable toilet, a little potty situation, something like that, where you don't want to touch something dirty garbage, dirty diapers, anything, you can use gloves multiple different ways. Even if you had a roadside breakdown and you're trying to change something, you don't want to get your hands dirty, gloves are universal. They work really well outside of first aid. So I got their glove holder there, and right behind it, I have carpeting on my cap, and that holds this large pouch. Now, I'll list all these down in the description below. I don't know the exact dimensions of this. I put all extra carabiners, extra tie downs, and bungee straps in here. So that all stores in here. Same thing, lives in my truck all the time. They make all of their bags typically with Velcro on the back, so you can, the carpet attaches to these bags really easily. So they just live right up there. So on this side, I have my medicines, EMS Blue medicines. That's how I remember it. So I know it's in there. So just my basic medicine kit, everything from Tums to ibuprofen to something to sleep, allergy medications, you name it. It's in here, anything that I need. I just carry a little bit of everything in here, medication wise. It's all ready to go. This lives in our camper, or it'll live in the back seat while we're traveling. A lot of times, because same thing, because of the Velcro, it's a little bit smaller pouch from the other one. It will live right up here, and I can stick it to the side of the inside of my cap. Come around this side, it's going to be a little messy, guys, so apologize. But this whole thing is a seat back panel, fits on pretty much any vehicle, truck. It's universal, has a strap that goes across the top. I carry some extra stuff, just a patch, SAM splint. I have a flashlight. Then I have some utility pouches. So in these, I have extra cables, extra pens, pencils, notepads, extra lights.
Lights, do you see lights?
You gotta have the light pouch. Down in this one, I carry, let's see here. I've got the bunch of these buffs. These are universal and work really well. So I carry an assortment of those. And then I have a utility pouch here at the bottom. It has some more miscellaneous tools. So these 4 pouches are all mollied on, if you know the molly system at all. This is the older system that Blue Ridge Overland sold. Now they have slotted areas on top of Velcro. So I really like the new design better than this one. It's all laser cut in, but this old system is still holding up well. I have no reason to change it unless the wife lets me upgrade.
Nope, works just fine.
Matt, if you're watching this, I'd love to have the new design.
All right, what do you have on the back of your headrest?
So on the back of the headrest is our newest addition. It's the IFAC kit. This is a all-in-one quick deploy med bag system that you would use for someone bleeding out in an emergency. So I have a cat tourniquet. This is a separate pouch here that unvelcros, so I can have this and I can just throw this in a hiking bag. And then I've got a flashlight, a seatbelt cutter, I've got some gauze, and then I have some large trauma bandages and so on in here. So this is just a quick deploy kit that I have live on my headrest. So labeled first aid, I can tell somebody grab the red bag behind my headrest and they can grab that, bring it to me, and I have everything I need to stop a serious bleed. So moving to the front here, one of their newest products is the EDC kit. You can see here, I have a handful of different things in here. So I carry an assortment of cables that I use in the front of my truck. So I typically try to buy now only universal cables. So the cable has 3 different ends: Lightning, Micro, and USB-C all in one. So I can carry an assortment of those. A car cigarette adapter. I got some ibuprofen. I got a couple of knives. This is a cleaver style. I use that for cutting up cheeses and meats and so on the road with lunches, and always have a pen. So this is my little EDC kit. Keeps everything neat and organized. This lives in my center console of my truck. Need to get myself a nice patch for the front. So this is the visor mount. In the visor mount, I have 2 small micro flashlights. This is a single AAA, I have a single AA. It attaches on the back with some Velcro strapping, and then inside here lives my information. I have a notepad to quick jot a note down when we're traveling. I have my registration, all my card information, my insurance information, a pen, and some business cards. All live right there. So there's nothing really on Wendy's passenger side that we store from them. This thing is absolutely amazing. We love this thing. This is one of their first gen trash bags. You can see it probably needs to be dumped again, but this thing just snaps on quick and easy with one buckle. Just dangles here, and I don't know how many times while I'm driving I can just lean over and drop something in it. Wendy will go up and over the headrest, and she's a really good shot now in getting something in, whatever it is. Usually it's just something light, and she just drops it right down and falls right in. So
If it doesn't, I'll pick it up when we make our next stop.
So this is their small trash bag. This thing's amazing. It just kind of flops. You can cinch it up as tight as you want. Never really have an issue with that. Then one of the other things is their packing cubes. So the packing cube has a handle on it. It's got strapping down the sides. And our raincoats, which have been using a lot on this trip, live in here. So we have both of them in here all the time. We can quickly grab this cube, throw it in the back of the truck. We know we got a chance of rain, or we can throw it in the trailer if we know it could be rain overnight.
With raincoats?
Yep, we just make sure we've got it. Hey, you know what? I'm just thinking about that. We need a label. Ooh. We need a label that says raincoats right here. I love the labels. The labels are cool. So when we get to here, we have probably my biggest collection of bags. So these are the shorter ones, utility bags. I got the clear ones so I can kind of see what's in them. I don't need to label them on the outside. These are my straps, my stakes, my tie downs, carabiners, all that kind of stuff. My roller cam attachments. I also have a larger one. And these guys, if you don't have these, you need some of these. You don't need a bag as big as this, but I'm telling you, there's been times we've almost used a whole bag of these things. You can get them at any hardware store. Let's see here. These are 79 cents. These are invaluable, guys. So this is a large pack. So you can get the large ones, you can get the small ones. Now, honestly, if I were to do it again, I would probably, because you can see 2 of these equals about the size of a larger one. So I would have probably got a couple more of these and then I could take like 2 of these and combine it. I got a little tight in my space, so I end up using 2 of them. But same thing, if you get some of the industrial Velcro, it can't be the cheap stuff, you can put a sheet of that on any flat surface, and then these bags can stick to it. So that's what makes it nice and universal. This keeps everything nice and neat and clean. As you can see inside here, I've got 4 of them living in this front box. We'll take this one to the picnic table. Windy stove, the stove that broke on this trip with a busted regulator.
And then we have another label just in case you didn't realize that was a stove.
Yep, I got this one originally from Blue Ridge. They can make these, so you can get these to say anything you want. You can get them right from them for labeling things. And then this one here I found on Amazon. You can get it any color you want, any font you want. So either one works for labeling.
So what is this?
So what this is a giant bag for Windy Stove. They make limited runs on this kind of stuff, guys. So when you see it, you got to jump on it. This was a limited run. I don't know if it's for sale anymore. They do bring it back from time to time, and they'll advertise which stove it fits and what models. This is the Everest Camp Chef, and as you can see, it was designed for this bag. So they do a little bit of neoprene here to protect the stove from getting all scratched up. They got a neoprene inside, which is awesome. Super soft and plush. And then awesome YKK zippers and a nice beefy handle that's triple stitched in the handle. So no issues with carrying it. But I love these pull tabs. They put these are like the new thing they're putting on everything. They're just so easy and nice, oversized to grab. The zippers just flow.
So you don't like Blue Ridge Overland Gear stuff, do you?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Nope, not at all. So yeah, we actually got to meet them at the More Expo and got to talk to them personally, look at a lot of their products. They have a lot of cool stuff. If it wasn't for Windy holding me back, I'd probably buy a lot more. Follow their Instagram, follow their different channels. They're pretty good at releasing new products, and then they'll let you know. Because it's a small shop and it's made in the USA, they have to limit their amount of materials and inventory and limited time runs. So when you do see something that you like, you got to kind of jump on it. It might not be there forever. So anyway, that was just a quick look. Is that a quick look?
I don't think that was quick.
Thanks guys for taking a tour of my truck and seeing where I utilize all my Blue Ridge Overland gear. Absolutely love their stuff. It's high quality, top notch. If you're second guessing whether you should get it or not, just get it. You won't regret it at all. And thanks for looking at my hiker trailer and how I utilize their gear with that. You guys stay organized and make sure you get out and do some camping.